Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new sports debate video. So for today's NBA video, we're going to be talking about the Rookie of the Year award. So today, the day we're recording this is Sunday, May 16th. It's the final day of the regular season. So pretty much the stats and the seasons for majority of these guys are over. And now the two most anticipated rookies heading into this season were the number one overall pick, Anthony Edwards, and the number 3 overall pick, Lamelo Ball. And at the end of the season, both of those guys lived up to expectations, and those two guys are going to be the top two in the voting for the Rookie of the Year. But which guy is going to be number 1? So who's ultimately going to win the award? So Dylan, who do you think it's going to be?
So first I want to say that this is a pretty close Rookie of the Year debate. I don't think it's been this close since Donovan Mitchell versus Ben Simmons. And I think, there's a possibility of it being co-Rookie of the Year, but I don't really think that's going to happen. So I'm going to say my personal Rookie of the Year has to be Lamelo Ball, right? And the first thing that people bring up in the Rookie of the Year debate is really points scored. And yes, Anthony Edwards does score I think 4 more points than LaMelo Ball does, and I know that Anthony Edwards has played more games. I think he's played almost every game this season, and LaMelo Ball has missed considerable time due to his ankle injury, I think. So yeah, Anthony Edwards, he does have those things on the side, but I just want to say that I think LaMelo Ball is the far better and more exciting player. LaMelo can rebound better, he can assist better, he's a better playmaker. The defense is but he's also better at getting steals, and he is just the more exciting player. Like, people watch Charlotte to watch LaMelo Ball. People don't watch Timberwolves games even if Anthony Edwards is playing for them. So I think LaMelo Ball just, with the amount of electricity he brings to the game, is similar to like a Zion Williamson. And I think he just has to win it because he's done so much for the team. And, they're fighting for a playoff spot when Timberwolves are not. They're not.
Yeah. I mean, everything you said, I have to agree with. Like, this is an extremely close Rookie of the Year race, and I also do have LaMelo Ball as the guy who should come out on top. And like you said, with the points per game argument, yes, Anthony Edwards is averaging 19.2 points per game, and LaMelo Ball is averaging 15.7. But as Dylan mentioned, Anthony Edwards has played in almost every single game. He actually has played in every single game. Right now it's 71 games, but I'm sure that's going to update after today. And his average, his minutes played per game is 32.1, while LaMelo Ball's is 28.7. So he's getting more opportunities to be out on the court. He's getting more playing time. So obviously that's going to correlate to more points. And another thing to keep in mind is that, as Dylan mentioned before, the Minnesota Timberwolves are not in the playoffs and the Charlotte Hornets are. And the Timberwolves are not just missing the playoffs, they're missing pretty badly. They're one of the worst teams in the league this year with a record of 22-49, 13th in the Western Conference. So that means there's been multiple games this season where, it's been garbage time. And if it's garbage time, you're going to have more opportunities to score. Usually there's garbage points, as people refer to, right? It's just like when you're on a bad team and really the game's out of reach, defenses stop trying to play, and then you're just allowed to get free points that way. While, as Dylan mentioned, for the Charlotte Hornets, they're in the playoffs. They're going to be the 10th seed, I believe, after the conclusion of today. And I mean, they've been competing. Every single game has had value to them. So they're not really playing garbage time too much. LaMelo Ball is out there grinding, and he's getting points that actually mean something to the team. And also, another great point that Dylan brought up is that just besides point per game, LaMelo Ball is better in almost every other aspect of the game, just overall game. He can rebound better. The stats prove it. 5.9 rebounds per game for LaMelo Ball, 4.7 rebounds per game for Anthony Edwards, and also assists. Like, LaMelo Ball is an extremely amazing playmaker. I mean, the kind of plays he makes, the highlights. I mean, me and Dylan and I were just talking about it in a couple videos back, that underhand dime he made pretty much that full court, which was just unbelievable to see. Like, he's only a rookie, but like, his basketball IQ, you can tell, is just high, and he understands the game in a deep way, and he's just able to make so many of these different plays. And you can make the argument that, without LaMelo Ball, Hornets are probably not in the playoffs. So I know some people like to see the Rookie of the Year differently, that, you really shouldn't be counting whether the team's in the playoff or not for Rookie of the Year. That's more of a most valuable player kind of thing. But the way I see it is that LaMelo Ball has had more of an impact on his team, and I ultimately do take that into account when I'm looking for Rookie of the Year. I know some people don't, but I ultimately do, and that's why I have LaMelo Ball being Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, Shivam, you made You made a lot of good points there, and I just want to say that if we're going to do a top three in the Rookie of the Year race, I think we have to give a shout out to Tyrese Haliburton, which is a player that I thought was going to do really good coming out of the draft, and he proved me right. Even though he's on a struggling Sacramento team, he's still playing like pretty good basketball for them. He's I'm looking at his stats right now. He's averaging 13 points per game, 3 rebounds and 5 assists, and he's actually shooting pretty decently too. 47% from the field, 40% from 3, and 85% from the free throw line. So yeah, I think and like when you said that the Rookie of the Year should take wins into account, I think so too, because if you are the Rookie of the Year, if you're in the running for that, you're a good enough player that you have a lot of influence over your team winning or losing a game. So I think record, maybe it's not as important as in the MVP discussion, but I think it still plays a factor in it. And I also like to say that I think Lamelo Ball has one of the highest skill ceilings out of anybody in recent drafts.